This is the Barita podcast, which is a medium for information purposes only. This podcast is not a recommendation to buy or sell any securities. This isn't a research report, nor intended to serve as a basis for making any investment decisions. Contact a licensed investment advisor before making any financial decisions. Let's get into the Barita podcast.
Thank you, everybody, for joining the Barita podcast once again. You guys know me. I'm Raul Pinnock. You can see prior episodes, this episode and prior ones at barita.com/podcast. And I'm joined today by a very special guest.
Hi, Raul. Good to be with you. And for those who are going to be listening to this, great to be on.
Yeah, man, great. And again, like we were saying before, you're our first non-Barita guest, but I feel like you're part of the family.
I hope I deserve it. At the end,
Yeah, man. So thanks again.
Yes, man. Welcome.
But so listen, Cecil, I've been talking to market participants, right? And I mean, you are a very popular man in the Jamaican marketplace in terms of the investor community. People are very excited about Fosrich. Guys out here making 1 and 2 and 300% investment. So definitely want to just have a conversation around the company, around the fundamentals, and really find out, what is Fosrich magic. I hear people saying you have the golden touch over there.
I guess there are many comments that people can make when some things are happening and happening good.
Yeah.
At Fosrich, let me just tell you a little bit about what Fosrich is all about. We are a electrical and lighting distribution company, which means we support the construction industry and the repair industry with the lighting that they need, with the electrical that they need. And as you know, construction is doing pretty well in the country and is slated to do well going forward. So Fosrich is there. We are also a manufacturer. In the last 2 years, we started manufacturing 2.5 years, PVC pipes and conduits for the country. And so right now we are the sole manufacturer in Jamaica, and our aim is to really drive this part of the business. We are also into renewables. The solar business is very important to us. So Fosrich is also a solar provider to the country. We at Fosrich have partnered with a number of Fortune 500 companies, name them like Philips. Philips Lighting is one of the world-renowned lighting companies, and we did the Savannah Park lighting, stadium lighting, along with Philips. In fact, all of the project was done here in Jamaica except the design and the commissioning. So we have done that, and we are working with JPS to roll out the street lights across the country, as they have 120,000 street lights that they are changing out into LEDs. We have Siemens, another global brand that we represent for the last 6-7 years. And I think we are hitting the targets that we have set together. We have Huawei, the best solar inverters in the world. I'm so sorry to be telling you that these are great companies and some of the best they are. And so we have some strong partners that we are working with, and some of them believe so much into Fosrich, in Fosrich, that they have people in Fosrich working on their behalf every single day as their ambassadors.
Okay, so it's a deep partnership that you have with your global brands and Fortune 500 partners, eh?
Yes, we do. The knowledge sharing is also absolutely important. Training is a big part of what they do with us. And I think they have trained us till we are now training the market. So we have a number of engineers, maybe about 10 engineers around the company, who are responsible for a different aspect of knowledge transfer from these companies to the staff and to the market.
Okay. So, I mean, what would you describe as the main drivers of the business? So, say, all this profit
Our,
growth and margins.
our core business, good question. Our core business is the electrical products that we sell, like wires and the panels and the switches and the plugs and so on. And that part of our business is about 54% in the last quarter. I think that's where we are. And that was what we started out with years ago, 27 years ago. So what has happened now, that has become embedded in whatever Fosrich does. And so people know us for that. In the last 5 to 10 years, we have added other segments, like we have added lighting and LEDs in the last 8 years. And LEDs are very efficient consumers of energy, which, we waste so much energy each day as a country or as a world. And LEDs prevent us from doing that. And then we are also driving the manufacturing. So when you look at it, we see where we have identified aspect of our business that we want to grow over a period of time. And the renewables, we figure that's where we need to be a little bit more in the next year, between now and the next couple of years, because as you know, the earth is running out of fossil fuel, right? It is getting a little bit more volatile to trade and all of that. The sun as a resource will not go away unless the Almighty decide to just put a cloud over it, and even and so on. And so the sun covers and maybe 3/4 of the globe. And so we see where the technology has brought solar to be now a lot more affordable to the regular person. And so that space, we are seeing tremendous growth in that space also. So what we do, we take it from the consumer side of things, from the LEDs. So in your homes, in your bedside lamp, in your outdoor lamp, you can use LEDs, and some of them are LEDs and solar together, like all at once. And then we take it from the point of view of saying that you can provide that power to yourself using an inverter and panels and charge controllers and so on. And so we see growth taking place in our electrical. It's not waning. And growth taking place in our renewables, solar, and our newest baby in the last 2.5 years, the PVC. We see tremendous growth taking place. I think the year before it grew like 150%. And this year we are looking at matching that,
Wow.
So those are the areas of growth right now that we see at Fosrich.
Yes, I mean, I see it like the solar products, those have been growing leaps and bounds. I think it's 157% in 2021.
Correct.
What drove that?
Okay, the need for the demand has to be there first of all, and we have tapped into that demand, and we are making ourselves at Fosrich become the solar product distribution hub. So what we have done, we have partnered with global companies to make these panels, and of course Huawei with their inverters, solar inverters, and now we have partnered with Jamaicans. We are now training over 100 installers. These are technicians that are out there doing electrical work or doing some air condition. Once they have certain training base, we take them and we train them. So when they go into your space, they can tell you that you can use renewable energies, and then we will work through them to get that product to you. We are also working with resellers. So we are playing the role as a big brother, where we do not compete with our resellers. We have them as partners to get the information out there. And that strategy worked last year, and we are multiplying our efforts in that respect for this year and onward.
Okay. That's good stuff. So I know you guys have different channels, right? And we see where distribution HQ has consistently outperformed all the sales channels. Right? I mean, what are you doing down there at HQ?
Remember, this is where I sit, okay? This is where I sit. And I am supposed to be the biggest solution driver in the company, you know, so I don't take it lightly. I have my numbers, people, and I go for solutions I for the customer.
Yeah.
And so at headquarters, as you know, Kingston and St. Andrew and so on have a lot of companies, and this is where most of the population is. And you have construction, and you have what do you call it now? Repairs taking place. You have retrofitting of offices and other buildings and so on. So you find that headquarters seem to be always the roof. We have distributors who are based in the region here in Kingston, and so they will take from us and then take it to their market. So even though it is something that is seen as happening in the headquarters, but the distributors will also distribute like we do to parts of the country.
Yes. So, you know, that's headquarters, and you've conquered. At this rate of growth, to continue it, we see where you're looking outside of the borders of Jamaica. So, talk to us a little bit about the potential that you see represented by the export opportunity.
Yeah, we are locked in a program with the Export Max. You know, Jampro has an Export Max 3 program, and we work with them to see where our opportunities are in the market. And we sometimes, of course, we do our own research, and we see where we can do a certain number if we work a particular way. And we are going to be doing a certain number if we work with some companies outside of the country. And so, as you know, we are working with Barita and Company. We are now talking with company from Dumrep, and we are talking with people from Cayman Islands. And so the other smaller islands, we are trying to develop a partnership with person in the area in like say St. Kitts and Nevis and so on, who will help us to distribute to those smaller islands. So we see growth there. Some of the growth is gonna cause us to want to expand as we go along. We're not against that. We are very, very fierce about expanding and keeping and growing, keeping our market while we grow whatever we are looking for. So the Export Max program has been a very good program. They give a lot of support and to what we are doing at Fosrich. And we are looking forward to growing outside of country. Pretty strong growth we're looking forward to in the next 2 years.
Yes. Well, I'm sure you continue to grow locally as well.
No. Locally, we are not. The word we use for our local businesses is to dominate the market. And I'm sorry to make it sound that kind of aggressive, but I think we are rolling out as we speak. Eh?
Yeah, that's all right. You're amongst aggressive friends, eh?
We are, as we speak, we're going to be opening the factory in Clarendon, which is 5 times the size of the factory that we have here in Kingston, making pipes. And we are not stopping there. We are also rolling out the sewer pipes, infrastructural pipes. So all those pipes from 14 inches down, we are going to be rolling them out in the next couple of weeks in the Clarendon factory. And that is going to change really the face of what we are doing within the next 2 quarters and beyond. We know it's a challenge, but I think I have some super guys who are part of my team, and they are just so solution oriented they just want to get a glimpse that somebody needs help, and they are on it, and we are huddling together to find solutions for people. So the pipe, yeah, you probably see me smiling a little bit. I'm kind of smiling because kind of like the competition, to go out there and to find solution and be the best. And that's what we are driving in the team, to be the best. That's what you do. And the best is not to tell yourself that you're the best. It's to make people feel better than they felt. They're dealing with somebody else or even importing stuff into the country.
Absolutely.
And in the same area, we are presently operating the factory where we repair transformers. As you know, JPS has over 40,000 distribution transformers, which are so necessary. If you walk or you drive and you see the poles, those transformers are spread across the country. Every year, there could be up to 2,000 of them that need repair.
Yes.
From lightning strikes to burn to whatever it is. And so every year they have a number of them there that they at first used to send them away for repairs and bring them back. It's costing them too much. So we are in a contract with them. We have partnered with another global transformer company in Canada named Camtron. And we are working, the technology is now in our company and we are able to do it, and they still give us training and support and so on. So we are able to meet the needs that JPS is having, transformer repairs.
Yeah, so sure a lot of people will be familiar with the transformer blowouts that frighten us from time to time and understand the need for repair, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, man. So you guys completed a new distribution center recently?
Yes, across from where the head office is, we are at 79.
Head office growing again?
Eh?
Head office growing again?
We're on 76 Mullines Road. We have a two-phase project. One is to do the 30,000 square feet of super center. FFC we call it, Fosrich Fulfillment Center. This is where we house our goods, and we are very happy to say we have implemented a warehouse management system that is really first class. I tell you, our guys are using handheld and tablets just to do checking in and checking out and so on. So within the next 3 months, we're going to be doing the other branches are going to be on the same kind of a WMS. And then we are going to be rolling out before the end of the year Amazon style delivery. So it will make the customers get their packages sealed and well comfortable at the numbers that are in there, represent what they ordered and what's on the invoice and so on. We feel that it will help to have us serve more people faster. And also it will help customers to see that something good can come out of Jamaica. So we are very, very proud to have rolled that out. The next phase is starting in the next month. By the end of June, we should be knocking on the building at the front and put up 140,000 square feet. And that is where now you have a super store where we're going to have our Fortune guys, them represented there. Philips will have their innovation center there, Siemens, Huawei, Nexans, and GE, and so on. So and that complex will be a complex with banks and foods and so on. So we're gonna have a place for people to have fun in the evening, have a little drink on their way home and relax. Yes, so that complex is gonna be something that we look forward to. So within a year and a half from now, God willing, we should be trying to move into it. And where we are right now, I tell my team every day, it has to be good management, because we have about, say, 18 parking space. And we have managed it with the guys on the ground and the team in such a way that you do not have a lot of customers getting knocked up and and are unable to park. We have done that. And so it is only imperative for us to set up a system, have a space where you can have 250 cars parking, and they are comfortable, and also shop in comfort and get what they want, And I must tell you, we are going to give people a little bit of what they want. We have done a research. People want to leave work and shop on their way home. They might need their bulb. They might need something for their do-it-yourself on the weekend or whatever it is. So we're going to be going up until 10 o'clock most nights, and so on, and maybe even work and open on Sunday from 7 o'clock until say 8 o'clock, just for the service of people. So that's a part of the core offering of the superstore that will be built across from where we are right now.
Yeah, no, that's very exciting. Jumping from 18 to 250 is a big jump in terms of parking, And I tell you, it's a surprisingly good proxy for retail sales, when you see a lot of traffic in the parking lot and hard to get space.
It has to come with, it has to, well, they can come to look and walk away, so you have to bear that in mind.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I mean, you guys are, proven operators. So if I see that parking lot full up again, then I as a shareholder, I would feel good.
What did you say? You're a shareholder?
Well,
you should be a shareholder.
But I mean, and speaking of shareholders, right? The stock, the company's profits have compounded like at 30% since 2017, right? And we see the stock compounding like north of 70% since that time. So, just some for us, the outlook, you spoke a lot about a number of things, and it really does sound exciting, Cecil. The stock has been a definite darling, and you sound like you're just getting started. So, let's communicate how you see the outlook, how you see the growth prospects, what can you to communicate to the shareholders.
Yeah, the outlook, I think, is on there. I mean, for the segment that we are in, and for the country and for the globe, I think in the areas of business, like in the electrical business, it's a core item, core business. You can't put one bulb in your house without having electric wires running in your wall, and then you have to have conduits covering those wires in your walls. So those are some key areas that we think will continue to grow, because there's a need right now for about over 200,000 houses in the country, and that is not abating, that is still growing. We see where energy is not just what people are energy saving, it's not what people are thinking about. People are now able to fetch it to save a little bit more in their pockets. And for those who don't care about saving in their pockets, but they can afford it, they want to save the planet because they want to have a better beach. They want to have less hurricane threatening our place and earthquake and so on. So I see those areas as real growth areas. And so when you look at, say, construction, it touches almost every aspect of your society. We are still buoyant. We are seeing tremendous potential for growth. Not just potential, but we are seeing tremendous growth outlook. Our trajectory for this year, I won't say it, but it is very, very aggressive. And I see where up to this point, it has to be absolutely, the confidence has to be tempered, because we really see that we are hitting the button. And it's because we strive to serve our customers. We want them to know that we are part of what they do, and we want them to feel connected to us, and we the same, and we can understand what they are going through and find solution. I tell you, if a company can get service right, I tell you, customers will wait on you, Raul. That's what Fosrich we are looking forward to. We're always doing that since last year into a program called Fosrich Corporate University.
Yes.
And this is not because we just want to say that. We have taken our people through the first year of rigid, high-level training through university lecturers driving it for us and so on. We want to be not only on the cutting edge, but we want to be cutting the edge with service and quality and so on. And this year, the next 4 months, the training program starts again, and the succession plan program will start on May 29, where we have 8 managers and people who we see can grow and take over this company. And so we are very serious about the succession plan and management and our leadership at Fosrich. And so you might see me being the face when I tell you something. We have some girls and guys who are terribly committed to getting better each day and so on. And I must tell you again, we have also developed last year what we call a $1 million sales awards club, where our girls are called the heels and our guys are called the boots. And all of them, we have 22 of them are a little bit more who are engaged in our club for sales excellence. So
yes.
How they treat themselves, how they treat the customers, how they go for their target, how they prospect. How to be efficient, how to build a life around solutions for the customers out there. And so, as we speak, their monthly meeting is taking place. So we want at Fosrich not to just get up in the morning and just do something for doing its sake. We want to do it with a why. We want to have a why, a reason for doing it. You understand?
Yes.
A reason cannot reside in ourselves.
Yes.
It has to be for the people and for the country. And so I'm sorry, but I think I'm getting a little bit passionate. I must leave that for my management meetings and so on. But there's nothing. We're going to leave everything on the table, Raul and your team. Yeah. We're going to just do it. I'm going to look for the right opportunities and see how we can get to where we belong with. And we can't get there alone. We have to get there with the customers, and we have to get there with our team members that we have. And that will join us. You never know.
Yeah. No, that's good. I can tell you, since I speak to some really smart guys in this market, and they were looking at the performance of Fosrich, and they said, boy, coming out of the pandemic, they would have had good comparables with 2020, but no way they're going to do that again in 2022. And when you guys posted results, the guys were just in disbelief. They couldn't believe the performance. So the passion is good to hear it, because that passion is really the drive that will continue the excellence that we see in the company. So we welcome that for sure. We're coming down to it. Any new dividend policy on the horizon?
We have a dividend policy, and we are sticking to it. Even though we are in a growth mode, we are still sticking to our dividend policy, and to let our shareholders know that once they believe in us and they put their money where their mouth is, or their belief system is, we are going to be fiercely honoring it, and doing our best to give you value. Because look, you don't want to just get up and grow old. Your contribution to society must be of value. So somebody who comes in contact with you, when they leave, they can say, I didn't like what he said to me, but I realized I'm a better person for accepting what he said or she says, or how the person relates and so on. It has to be a value system that must be your philosophy.
Yes.
So we are thanking the shareholders, and we are thanking those who believe in Fosrich. And I can promise you, we might not do it every day the way we are doing it now, but we are going to give it our absolute best every day to get better and give you value.
I'm sure your stakeholders appreciate it. Well, this has been great. I don't know if is there anything that we didn't touch on that you'd like to communicate to the marketplace?
I've touched on a number of things, and let me tell you what is the next rollout. I will wait for the right time.
No problem.
No, we are looking for opportunities. We are looking for opportunities. I mean, we want some opportunities because we have almost tied on a vision plan called the Pinnacle. And then we are now filling out the climb, what we're going to take for us to climb to the Pinnacle. And I think director said, how are we going to get there? And I said, if you set your goals too low, then you're just not going to see how you could become something better. So you have to set your goals high. I must tell you this, I've had salespeople who will call and say, we give them a long stick to pick calls. And they bust up their target, I said to them, because we know your ability, you can do it. So it's the same thing now. We want to drive to the Pinnacle, and we want to be aggressive in terms of finding opportunities out there. Good ones, good opportunities so we can feel comfortable going into.
Yeah, man, I know we appreciate, that journey to the Pinnacle, and the market has definitely just had a huge vote of confidence in Fosrich in your ability to get there. So, I'm always pulling for you, Cecil. I'm very, very proud and very happy with the progress that the company has made. Barita is definitely a supporter. Thank you so much for your effort and for your passion. And thank you for spending this time with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. And thanks to your listeners. Thank you. Thank you, Raul.
Yes, Cecil. Take care.
God bless. Thanks.
Everyone, blessings.
You've just listened to an episode of the Barita podcast. The Barita podcast is available on all Barita's social media platforms. If you'd like to invest with Barita Investments Limited, visit our website at barita.com or contact us at 876-926-2681 to get started. This podcast is not a recommendation to buy or sell any securities. This isn't a research report, nor intended to serve as a basis for making any investment decisions. Contact a licensed investment advisor before making any financial decisions.